Right, hello and good evening. We are here at Bradmoor Court at Bradmoor Farm with the finals night of for the Bradmoor Pool Promotions The Hustle. And as you see on screen, we've got Mike Chappell versus Dave Green, NIPL captain versus lead player. We've got a few scores. I've got the angry gnome Barry Hodgkins with me.
Evening.
How are we, Barry?
I'm good, mate.
Bit of time to your first game. Who is it you're playing tonight?
I don't know. I don't have a great group though, I know that. I've got Rich, Jacob, Sean.
So, yeah,
It's a tough one.
Yeah, going to be a tough night. But
Just what you want on finals night.
I say finals night, everybody's going to be there. Of a decent standard up here tonight.
I'm on my phone talking to me.
Scores down the bottom of your screen. Match Bird just 1-0 up against Stuart Laderman. And yeah, Mike's landing quite nicely there. So just a little bit of screw back to take the black in the top corner. Or are you going to risk it, Barry? And
I've got my teammate Paul Smith watching. That's a good red on that table. A good red.
Just about sneaked in. Whiteball had a little think, but we're right there. So 1-0 to Mike.
Who is the man to beat? How many did he won? 3, is it? 3, 2?
I believe so. Okay, he stood not too far away from us.
He's been flying on these events.
Yeah, so there you go. Mike reckons he's won 3 of the events in the build up to tonight, so very much is the man to beat for the night.
And I think he's knocked me out in 2 quarterfinals as well.
Rooting for him tonight then.
Yep. That's costing me money.
They've got that Blackball move in there, so maybe a kick or two look a bit unlucky for it not to be heading towards a pocket. So, what are you going for here then, Barry? You looking for? Got to be reds, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think he'll be taking the reds, but knowing Dave will probably take the yellows now. Yeah, he's looking at the yellows. If he can leave a nice angle on one of the top 2, he'll be able to take the 2 on the rail out. Those yellows, yeah. Opted for the fudge. That's a nice shot there by Mike. Just get these balls out.
Yeah, get him out to play.
Yeah, well, Dave's got them 2 horrible yellows.
I've always trouble with these sort of shots. You don't have too much control over. Yeah, but this has got a nice shot on this one in the middle. Didn't quite just get past the yellow ball on the side. That's result for instance. Still potable past the yellow, but completely past the yellow up.
That's a good pot.
Shot there.
You feel he needed that to go, otherwise them reds are looking pretty.
It's almost sat there open for the taking, aren't they?
Does love a fudge. I don't know what he's going to do. He's better off just going for it, I think.
One of our watchers commentating. Hello, Lynette.
Just come in if you're not in the tournament, huh?
Who'd you say?
You go red off the yellow, open the pocket. Good shot.
Come down too far. Okay, it counts for us. The Chappelle. And there you have it.
He's following on from where we left off last tournament, isn't he? Destroying everyone.
I say, destroying people at the Hustle nights. I think he had quite a good weekend up at excuse me, had quite a good weekend up at the Ultimate Hustle with himself, Rich, and Troy.
I found it really hard. Just not. I want to abuse people like that. Like, can you turn it back on? You can't park there, can you? You can't park there.
And communication is key.
Useless. Absolutely
Absolutely
useless.
because of that. Oh, excellent.
Well, I'm going to hand over to Justin because I'm playing.
You are, so yes, you need to go and get a little bit of practice in, don't you?
Oh, I'm going to help it in 7 minutes.
It's well, yeah, 7 minutes. 5 minute break till the next round starts. The headphones not working.
Evening, everyone. Just see if the microphones are working. If we can get a comment, see if you can hear me all right.
I think we are. I have it Justin now, so we've got rid of the angry gnome.
I am, yeah. Unfortunately, you're with me for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, Stuart and James. Yeah.
So if anyone's just joined, welcome to the final event of the Hustle. So for those that are not familiar with the Hustle, we've had 5 previous nights, and this is finals night essentially. So that's the top 20 ranked players from those previous 5 events qualify for the final night. And a nice prize pool to go with it. So in terms of format, it follows a similar round. So if anyone's unfamiliar with it, we've got a 25-minute match clock. Races to 4 in the group stages. And then it's points per frame in terms of we've got groups of 5, so 20 players, groups of 5, that's what we've got. So points per frame, and if you get to 4 frames, you get a bonus point on top of that as well. Top 2 go through in the group.
And the next 2 will go into.
Yeah, and the following 2 will go into the plate as well. And we do have potential for Blackball shootouts. There are 6 red shootouts, should I say. So groups decide on points, then head-to-head, frame difference, and then if it needs to, it will go down to a 6 red shootout. But it would also apply to the knockouts as well in the quarters, semis, and final. So if the points are level at the end of play, then we'll have a 6 red shootout maybe. We have had 6 red shootouts in the previous nights as well. So.
It's a lovely double there by Stuart. Don't know if that goes past into the middle. Far jaw.
It's down on it quite quick, so I'd imagine it does.
Far jaw.
Nice.
Yeah, lovely.
And it's a good thing about this kind of format. Obviously, you've got 25-minute shot clock. But the fact that it's obviously you do get a bonus point for getting to 4, so it helps. People. You don't get much slow play with this at all. People want to get those wins and get those points.
Yeah, it encourages to get your frames on the board, because even if you're 3-0 down, 2-0 down with a couple of minutes left to go, you
still salvage some points.
Yeah, exactly. You get your point. That could mean going through. It could mean coming 4th rather than 5th. It could be coming top. So Stuart has, I believe, has already played. No, he hasn't. Yes, he has. He beat Max Burgess in the first round, 2-1. James Clark was on the bye, so this is James versus first match of the evening.
It's a nice break from Stuart there. It looks like he's instantly going to be on this tricky rares by the black. If he can get the white,
he's played that well.
He
just needs to plot his way around these. Yeah. Obviously, black doesn't go to the bottom right, so just make sure he gets to the black. Not too bad. I can draw this back a couple of inches.
Yeah, this one in the top right corner, just to top off the top cushion.
Yeah.
Stun off 2.
2 cushions, I think, yeah. Bounce.
Ooh.
So it's not really left James too much. I wonder if you can see the yellow closest to the middle. He can just flick that in and run into one of the other yellows, which will push it up the rail towards the big bag.
I think he might be able to just
the bottom one. No, it's like the bottom one past there.
Drop the top one. He's got the ones on the top. So he'll be disappointed
in here.
He's disappointed he's missed the red, but he'll be even more disappointed he didn't manage to at least cover the pocket.
So if James can just come back about 2 inches, you should leave the ball yellow that he's closest to.
Let's play that one. So he can just hold this.
I think
the top side of the yellow into the right middle, but if not, he might have to stun down for the yellow by the black.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's done that.
He's played that well.
Yeah, it's nice.
Good angle as well. It's just screw up past the black here. Little bump on the black wouldn't do any harm as long as you hit it too hard. Oh, that's always the problem when you're jacking up the cue.
With your mind on the, you get so close to the end of the frame, it's within reach.
Stuart's left himself that.
Doesn't leave himself straight.
As long as the red's off the cushion, he's okay. But you run off 2, can he? Oh, he's played that really well. Slow down.
Speed up.
Speed up. I was right behind that ball. It was on its way in off.
Oh, is he talking?
On the far jaw. He loves that far jaw.
So
some other results going across the bottom of the screen. Peter Ward's 1-0 up against Chris Cox.
Good lead for David Fury.
Paul Montague.
So as an organiser, Chad, how do you think the whole thing's gone? Because obviously this is finals night, but you've had 5 rounds before that.
I think it's gone quite well, to be honest. You know, we managed to get an extra player in for the remaining few events, not tonight, but we went up to 21. It's quite handy. Bradmoor and invested heavily into getting us some tablets, and they got managed to get the barriers from the brewery, so we can barrier off the whole arena, which it just gives it that atmosphere, professional atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, everyone's been really good with the timings. No one really mucking around with the timings.
I think the format encourages that. It encourages that attacking play.
Yeah.
Get as many points as you can. There's no,
No, definitely. So James is.
He's not going to be. He's not going to be happy about how this frame started for sure. Because
Stuart with 2 visits.
So obviously, being Blackball Rules, still an open table at this point.
Yeah, he's not played that great, because if he's played that to play on reds, he's now pushed out of a red safe. So
I still think Red's a stronger ball here, but see what he wants to do with this yellow on the bottom right. Well, he's left it still open. And now with that yellow covering the bag on the left-hand side, it's difficult to see which ball you prefer at this stage.
I think he's... looking at this, you know what? If that red sort of, you got the 3 up the right hand side of the table, just above middle in the middle of the table. If that goes past the yellow to top left hand back, might be worth going for reds.
Yeah, and then obviously you've got the problem ball in the bottom left.
Yeah, but you can bump into that, leaving yourself high on the top in the left-hand red middle. He's going to go reds. And he's tried to play for that one straight away. Now that's a great shot.
Nice shot.
If he's showing a little bounce there, I think it's still value in still going for that red that he's tried to play on.
I mean, that was an important one because
on 2 cushions.
Obviously, you're leaving the red tight on the right hand cushion, but by going for the reds,
he's played that
really nice shot as
well.
By going for the reds, you're opening up the yellows as well. So, quite an important visit. This, I think James will really feel like he has to get this.
2-0 down as well. There is a bit of pressure here now.
And I know it's a little way off yet, but the black isn't. The black's got a little bit of working out to do because obviously it doesn't go into the bottom cushion. You've got other yellows potentially kind of blocking paths for the whites to get down to the bottom of the table.
I'm not a big fan of maybe moving that red that he's just played there, because it could have been one of his last balls to come off, cut that in and come down past the 2 yellows on the left hand side. So he's playing a little cannon there. A bit of trouble. So
it's a big shot.
He's got to commit to this. It's really unlucky that. Played it well.
Stuart will be licking his lips now.
So take the one at the top of the table.
The only difficulty you've got, well, I say difficulty, is the yellow potentially by the black ball, because obviously
He's only got
one
one
now
pocket.
because obviously you've got the big pocket at the top right.
Oh, you know what? I don't know even if he's noticed that. Or is he just going to pop
taking
this one in now?
That's what I would have been taking.
He's gone a bit far. I don't think he's noticed that. I wonder if he can pop this and screw over, can he?
Screw across.
Or is he going to leave that till the end?
I think he might leave it to the end. Yeah, this isn't a bad shot.
He's not noticed that. Right, we'll find out now, Justin. Is he going to come round to bump into the red, or is he just going to drop this in for
My
the
money
yellow
is
top bag?
dropping it in for the top yellow in the top right.
He's not.
No.
You know what? I don't think he's
that.
even looked at it, unfortunately.
And a thin cut here.
And he's played the double, treble, quadruple. Okay. Fortunately for James there, he's left him a bit of a free shot here. I think James can definitely play this red into the big bag.
Absolutely.
And he's not leaving very much, even if it doesn't come off either. Yeah. Max Burgess, Mark Gillingham, 1-1. Mitch Lee 2-0 up against Jakob. And there we go. It was a quite an open shot there for James. He's still left a big bag for the double.
He has, yeah.
Cushion first.
No.
He's put it right in the mix now.
That's made it interesting.
James needs to get frames on the board, and we're down to pretty much halfway through this session. Yeah, that's not a bad shot. And Stuart can leave that touching on the yellow. Shame actually, if that goes another sort of 2 inches, he's snookered him on the bottom ones.
Get to this red on the right hand side and just bump it out. Always playing the aggressive shot.
Alright. Can he play the plant? He can play the plant, the white's naturally coming off the cushion.
Yeah. No,
I feel you just want to concentrate on getting this one, because it's going to naturally come down the left hand side of the table.
Think about the white here. Just pull up the pot.
He's played that pot very well. You see though, he's actually not left it too much there on the yellow as well. He's left a hard shot for Stuart on the yellow if it didn't go in. And that is 2-1. David Fury's now 3-0 up against Paul Montague.
If you do want to see any of the group standings, there is a Q Score page. You can access that on the Bradmoor Pool Promotions Facebook page. So make sure to give them a follow.
Yeah. I just don't. You know what? I'm going to give that a share, because I don't know if I have given it a share actually.
Well, where's the white?
Oh my god, he's gone off, straight in off again.
Both colours looking open. I think if it was me, see with the yellows, assume the yellow by the black goes in the bottom right corner. I think you got one fairly
You're looking at reds to pop this red and bump the other red out. Got to be careful. Make sure he plays hard enough that he's going to leave himself on something.
That's the thing. Personally, I would have probably just bumped the yellow out on the right hand side, but you've got an argument for either ball there.
Yeah, you can see that he's got either red there.
Yeah.
Depending on how straight this is, can he just stun it?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So what's he going to do with this
red by the black?
Oh, see, I don't like this.
I'd
He's
be
playing this ball now.
red.
You've got to play that one bottom corner first. He's not left a bad angle here that he can bounce this off white, cut this bottom red in, off the side cushion, into the yellow, above the red, yeah. He's going to leave himself on the top. But he's taking a tough one top bag. This could open it up again. Oh, he's played that very well. So yeah, just flick whistles, and this is the problem here. That
Side of this red.
this is just why I would have liked him to play this red that's at the top of the table, in the middle of the table, and then he goes to bottom bag before he come down this bottom way, because now he's got still a bit of work to do. So a bit of a test and pot in here.
Have to screw this black in the bottom, black in the middle right.
Yeah, if he can back himself, the black will go bottom right hand corner if he drops it in and finishes above the middle. But I think if he plays it to top bag, he's got to play with confidence. So I'd rather stun it down.
I'd stun it down.
Oh,
okay.
What do I know? Little cannon. A bit different sitting here looking at that camera angle. We're behind the balls.
Drop the link to Q score in the live chat. We will try and get on.
Someone's asked for the link in the live chat.
Yeah.
Who's asking for that?
2-2.
Oh, Penny. Of course, it's Penny, isn't it? JLC.
So 2-2 with, well, by the time James breaks, it would likely be 8 minutes to go. So big frame coming up now. So look at some other.
So into the last 8 minutes and 15 seconds of the session.
So Pete's still got a 2-0 lead against Chris. It's quite commanding it, considering how much time's left now. Or 2-1. Oh, we had a lot of in-offs.
Is that 3 in-offs and what's it, 2-2? So that's 3 in-offs out of 5 breaks. There's a lot, there's a lot to do with a break. Break can really help you out if you get it going.
You do get a good contact. I think it's the most important important shot in pool. If you can solve your break, get a good one, then.
So Stuart's missed that thin, meaning that he's run too far for this red into middle. So he's got a slightly reverse, and still think reds are still favourite.
Always missed that one as well. So that's still open table.
Now, do those reds plant? I'm right behind it. Those 2 reds on the right hand plant. They can plant into the middle. They do. So still think reds are still favourite.
I think reds are favourite, but whilst it's a free table, he might be looking to plant the yellow onto red and bottom left.
It's not a dead straight one, but he's looking at that. He's actually
because
better
that
off
opens
playing
it all
dead
up.
straight into it now, because the red will go off the bottom yellow.
Yeah.
Not worry about the yellows going, and you deal with that straight away. Let's see where he's going to go. Oh, he's played it very well. What's the bounce to come for this plant? Oh, God. Ooh. That's very unlucky there. But he's got his colour set now, so he doesn't have to go for these. We've still got 6.5 minutes. Cover the bag and let Stuart have a little go.
He might be going for these still.
Again, he's now digging a little bit. The problem is he can't.
This red in the middle past the 2 plant. Or is he taking this red?
I think he'll take this one.
Can
you just put a little stun round, come round 3 cushions again, or can he square it off into the black? Oh, he's got a cushion. Now he is on that plant. Now what he's got to make sure is it's a dead straight plant, so don't play at any angle because you'll be squeezing it and you'll miss it. You've got to play it full ball, but you've got to make sure you get it to leave yourself on a ball.
So that's the one problem is with those yellows that are sitting on the left hand side.
You can see he's a little bit annoyed by that, but actually that's still doubles. So as long as he can screw this out, leave that red to bottom straight as you can, and then make sure you get position on the double. So I reckon, what do you reckon, about 2 inches run through here?
I don't think it's a lot, no.
Because he wants to make sure he can screw out for the black.
So you don't double kiss. That might be...
No, that's okay.
I think he can
screw out,
screw off,
but
flip off the yellow.
Maybe struggling to get on the black. Hopefully get off the half ball in the yellow and come across, as long as nothing goes and blocks the yellow, the red, the black even.
And that is a foul.
So Blackball rules, it's not like internationals where as long as you hit your ball you can pot your opponents. You can play a combination shot, skill shot, but you must hit yours and pot one of yours, your colour set. if you're going to pot one of your opponents. So I feel
I'm looking at the 2 yellows by the black.
yeah.
They're your two more
Can he?
good balls.
I like a shot here. Is if you put the white on the right hand side that we're looking at it, right on the cushion, and play the yellow into bottom bag, but by that side cushion, which
like
then
that.
would then run in. But he's played that.
That's very nice.
Played that well. Try and do it in work in sections here. So just take the 2 at the bottom, run up. I like taking the one at the top of the table out soon as well, so you're not travelling. Just pot this, come off the side cushion, I feel. He can come back sort of on the line of the one and play the top of the yellows.
So leaving this yellow closest to the corner pocket. Yeah.
Nice shot.
See a lot of players under it in this.
He's got a big room for error here, so don't be short.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well done. I've missed the 5-minute call out on the microphone, so I have to do a 3-minute call out. Shout out to one of our sponsors, Verdant Careers. And Stuart takes a 3-2 lead at the right time. Still plenty of time.
It was a very good effort from James going for that finish, but yeah, you've obviously got, with those 2 yellows being on the side cushion.
3 minutes remaining in this session. 3 minutes.
Playing the plan, you've always got the option. You've always got the potential for the other red if you don't hit it exactly straight for it to.
So we've already had a result in this session. David Fiore was.
Fury's already.
Fiore's told me how to say his name. Fiore.
Oh, okay.
Fiore.
Not
no re at the end.
No.
Fiore. Beats Bormonski 4-1.
So he'll be taking 4 points plus the additional
5 points,
bonus points. So yeah, very very good round 2 for him.
Now with this how we've set this up. Paul Montague, he won his first match 2-1, but he only gets 2 points for that. He gets his 1 point there. You know, David's already 2 points ahead of him, just with his 4-1 win with his bonus point. That's why it's important to try and get as many frames on the board as you can.
Yeah. And well, we haven't got a foul break in this frame, but we have got a dry break. Yeah, that was a tough shot, but you get that. Yellows are very nice.
Across the room, we've got Wayne Thorne. Looks like he's on a black, which could be quite important to this. We've played a double, which he has missed. And leaves David Green with either a double, but knowing David Green, he'll be playing a little safety over on table 3.
Just got a nice route here. Drop this in the middle pocket, and you've got the one corner bag to the bottom right.
Oh, and David Green with 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Now, what
just
can
gone,
James do with 1 minute, 10 seconds left on the clock?
It's a horrible one as well because he doesn't want to lose the match. He doesn't give Stuart enough time. Oh, he's at the near jaw. He didn't want to give Stuart enough time to take a finish out because it's worth 2 points to Stuart, obviously getting to 4. Yeah. And that could. Oh, look at this.
It's too much of an ask now, is it? 50 seconds?
I think he needs to go for it still. Have one little go, run into that, concentrate on this one, and then go. Oh, now Stuart. If Stuart can hurry up. 40 seconds. Now, where's that yellow going above the black? He had a good opportunity there to screw up into that. But when you then start playing quick, you start thinking. Right, 22 seconds. This will be a very impressive finish if he takes these out. Two, one, And that is time. There we go, 3-2 to start. Everybody can make sure the results are correct on their apps. We've now.
We are back. We are shortly going to be starting the third round. So obviously, everyone plays everyone in the group. So, yeah, if you do want to see what the tables are looking like, I think there is a link in the chat. And on the streaming table, the table that's closest when you're looking at, we have Chris Cox and David Fior. So two very good players. So hopefully we'll be in for a very good frame, a good match. 10 seconds to go, and I have the pleasure of pressing the start button on the match clock. I think I managed to do it successfully.
That was a very good click.
It was a good click. So here we go. Round 3.
Would your money be on this one and then Justin?
Oh, well, if we go by rankings, I believe that Chris might be second or third in the rankings overall after all 5 hustle events. So he'll be looking to do very well. Obviously, he's shown he's got obviously the track record of him doing well at these events. So clearly the format probably suits him. But Fury, very dangerous player. So yeah, it's a hard one to tell. Immediately, Chris looking at the reds. So you've got that tough red. By the black, I'm wondering if he's going to elect to take it top right. I think he's trying to get on it now. Yeah, I think he is. Hello, Lynette. So I don't know why I said that. Hello.
It's always nice to welcome my viewers and say hello.
Big shot here. It's obviously he might be natural to play up for the top right red. That looks a little bit wide. No, and actually it looks as though he was. Almost a good thing he missed it because he didn't have a shot on after that. And I'm thinking that this red isn't fully covering the pocket in the bottom left. So he's going to try and play yellow off yellow to put the yellow into the corner. Is that going to drop? No, but still a good shot. Is he looking at a skill shot, cross double? I won't lie, a skill shot is tempting. Because obviously with a skill shot, naturally you would play a little bit of bottom spin on it. And that'll bring the white to the table anyway, but he's not going to do that. He's going to take his cup on the top right. That opens it up for David. It's quite a good chance. He's got 2 tough yellows. To the right of the black, I think. It's going to take a little bit of working out. Interesting start.
I think you get onto the yellow in the far right, that little bunch in the middle, off the one off the bottom to the lower corner. You played that one from the bottom in the middle 3 into the bottom right on the left hand side of the table.
Well, it depends on what Chris does with these reds. I think it doesn't look he's got a lot of angle. I'd be try to clip off the red thin here and white behind the red.
Complicates things a little bit, but should have a way round it. Yeah, it's like once you clear that bottom one, and then the other two open up.
Helps from that angle, doesn't it? It's easy for it. So again, he's got options. You know, you could go by my earlier suggestion of the skill shot, or which is what you might be looking at now.
He's looking at it. He's
Or
got a nice angle to get round straight with it there, hasn't he?
but at the same time, you might have an angle to if you can get the white anywhere near the bottom right hand side of the table. He's obviously got the double,
Reverse double.
but he might just be looking to play the skill shot.
Yeah,
Oh, that needs to run a little bit. I don't think. No, is he on that?
very tight if it does.
He's damming it quick, so. Oh, that's very nice.
That's a great shot. That was a very nice shot.
And you go black in the middle. Yeah, that's a good win from where those reds were. So that skill shot being very important.
Tap it over there.
Oh, I've got a white ball coming over to me. Not only am I a commentator, but I'm also a goalkeeper.
Not even sure what table that's appeared from.
That has appeared from
table 10.
Mikey's game with... Who is Mikey playing? He's playing Max Burgess. Oh, white looks close in the middle, but it's going to be dry anyway. And I think that yellow in the top left, especially the reds in the top left as well, covering the bag. I think that instantly makes yellows a stronger ball. So yeah, he's going yellow straight away, and he's immediately getting. I was just about to say he's got one tough one at the bottom, and he's immediately got out. That's very nicely done. He's got the angle here, potentially sun off the bottom cushion, and then deal with your yellow in the bottom right, which is what he's doing now. So yeah, drop this one in for the middle, I think.
Little kiss on the red and way through, but
and for me, the tables can be a little bit tough, especially if you're playing at pace. So what I would be doing is taking these two in the bottom half of the table now. I would be playing, in terms of my last ball, I'd be leaving the one in the pocket for my last ball. I don't think it's too much of an issue either way, but I'd be playing on I'd be screwing this back for the red, yellow in the bottom, or top right, sorry, for my next ball.
let's get a little bit further back on that one, I think.
I think you'd still play it. I think you'd still play this top right, because you've got the insurance of the yellow still being in the bag and covering definitely covering the red on the top. Yeah, that's nice. Then, well, you could do either with this. You could get the spin on the right hand side just to play it naturally down, flip it off the top cushion, or screw it in down the bottom left, or along the left hand cushion for the black in there. What do I know? I don't know anything about ball.
That was all the time. You call one shot and they go for a completely different.
Yeah, I think I was just instantly looking at. Oh, he's tried to. See,
it didn't go directly in.
Me think that it didn't go directly in.
Bit off.
In the middle. Or was it? Yeah. I didn't know whether it was. I didn't know whether you were going to track down for black in the middle. I didn't know track down for black in the middle, but no. There's no need to. Then yeah, it's fair. Just had a mid-session interview with Chris there. Just had a mid-session interview with Chris, saying that the black was a big pocket with the red there. But yeah, it's fortunately not. Okay, that's a very nice shot. Just want to put trace the left-hand side on this. Yep. This should be 1-1 with 15 minutes remaining. And yeah, Chris is going to be kicking himself on that. So we'll see how he responds.
Very much so. I've seen David do that too many times.
And yeah, obviously being at the 15-minute mark, we've got 10 minutes. We're 10 minutes through. Let's just have a look at the other results. So the live results currently show Mitch Lee currently 1-0 up against Barry Hodgkins. Jakob 1 up against Adam Jacko. Mark Gilliam is 2-0 down against James Clark, who was, of course, the previous match on stream. So and he lost that one 3-2. So yeah, looks like he's responding well. Mikey Gibson 1-0 up against Max Burgess. So we've got Chris 1-0 up. Oh, sorry. I don't think they've updated the score, but obviously that's 1-1 now on the streaming table. Mike Collins 1-0 up against Pete Ward. David Green 1-0 against Darren White, and Chappell is 2-0 against Wayne. And as we say that, Max Burgess just brought it 1-1 against Mikey. So yeah, not really any frames that are clear runaways. Obviously we've got a couple of 2-0s, but plenty of time on the match clock, yeah. And while we were going through the results, David Fuhr is going through these yellows very nicely. It's got a bit of distance here. A tricky shot. He needs some good cueing on this one if he wants to screw this back for the black in the bottom right. Oh, he skewed that so nicely.
Yeah, it's so sad. It's one of those. If anyone can do it, David can do it, and that is just off one dry break in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I think I did say
1-0 down to 2-1 up.
I think I did say that we've just gone past 15 minutes after the last one, and we're at 12.5 minutes left. So yeah, around 2.5 minutes, maybe just a bit less. And a David Fuhr in full flow is a very dangerous player, as you can see.
It just was having a disco at the bottom with the colours for the players.
I don't think Chris has got any options here. It'll just have to be the reds. So you've got one obvious tough red in the top right hand corner. So we'll see what he comes up with to get on that. And what you could do is drop this red in the bottom left. Don't bring the white too far off the side cushion, but then leave yourself an angle on the red that's above the black on the left, leave an angle for that one to then go into the red, and I think that's what he's played. So might have come a little bit far, but you might have an angle to stun this in with a bit of power and play into those yellow and red in the top right. Let's see if he's got the angle. No, it's just that. I think he's he'll be a bit disappointed with that because I think he wanted a slightly better angle than that. So now he has to come up with new ways, but do you see one? I was about to say he could pop this and leave a nice angle in the right middle to then have another go into them, but yeah, a tough red in that left middle there.
I don't think he's left me with an easy opener here at all.
I think he's got the cut, but so you've got the whites running. See where he lands. Be fairly happy with that. Obviously, you've got one. He's going to want to use this yellow that's above the right hand middle pocket to
play. Chris was trying to get into that top corner. That's also David's troublesome ball.
And what was a 2-0 lead to Chapel against Wayne, when I went through the scores, it's turned into a 4-0 win quite quickly. So that's 4 points and a valuable bonus point for Mike Chapel. And he's done that in good time. Yeah.
Actually, climbing. Halfway. So bring it back now. Bring it back now. Try to put a video of it.
But we're going to get 8 minutes of practice.
What's he thinking now?
How do I get my red ball out?
Yeah. I mean, he's left a good white there. I think David might be thinking of playing the same shot. Flipping the yellow on the right hand side, sending the white in behind the red. Potentially, if he's got the angle to do it. No, I don't think he did actually. Is that giving him a chance? If he can screw either of these balls, either red in the left middle, red bottom left. Yeah, he's going for it. Let's see. Oh, that's nice, but I'm not entirely sure if he's left to. He can't drop this in the middle, so he's got a tough red into the bottom left here. Yeah, I wouldn't be electing to play the plant here, so yeah, I'd be going down to the bottom left, which is what he's going for. So very big shot here, being 2-1 down. No. Yeah, looking at his face, he knows that was a big shot. Ooh, he's ran that white on a little bit more than what he would have wanted. Still think he's got the natural to, I think, miss the yellow, and play the top yellow into the top right. I think he's still okay on it, but obviously it's not exactly where he wanted it to be. He's signing off. Right, he's a better player than me, isn't he? I was looking at that thinking, just play it dead weight. Obviously, you can see the angle a bit better than me, so maybe you looked thinking the white was tracking into the yellow, and there's a bit of an unknown to that. Yeah, very nice. Just looking in fine flow this evening. So we're still just looking at some of the results. James Clark keeping a lead over Mark Gillingham. Actually, I think we'll go to Luton for a score update.
Right, so yeah, one game's already finished. Mike Chappell got a 4-0 win against Wayne Thorne. Most of the other games are quite close. James Clark is 3-1 up on Mark Gillingham. And obviously, as we're watching now, David Fiore is 3-1 up against Chris Cox. Yaka Tungaland is 2-0 up on Adam Jacko. Mitch Lee's just gone 3-1 up against Barry Hodgkins. There's a very tight game going on, 2-2 between Max Burgess and Mikey Gibson. Another close game, Dave Green and Darren White are tucked up at 1-1. And the other game is 2-1 to Pete Ward against Mike Collins. That's the Round the Grounds update.
Thank you very much. Okay, 4.5 minutes left. Fiore will be looking to get that bonus point.
So he's got to be looking at these to get himself the bonus point for winning the 4 games, hasn't he?
Well, you can see him very visibly disappointed at that shot. He's looking at me, wording something, and I'm nodding, but I don't know what he's saying. I'm just being polite. He's in a spot of bother here. Oh, I think he's miscued that, and that is going to be a foul. Oh, and he's conceded. That is a shame. So that is going to finish 4-1 to David Fiore. So obviously Chris still getting a point. But yeah, not what he would have wanted. So see the other frames on at the moment. See a tight frame, it looks like, with Dave Green and Darren White. Dave Green at the table there on your right hand side. You've got red over the corner bag. Ball in hand, but I don't know what colour he is, so we will see. Obviously, we won't know from the shot straight away because he might have a free shot with his yellows. I'm assuming he's on yellows.
It must be yellows with a shot like that.
Yeah. No. Oh, where's the white? And it's dead. And that is for 2-1 with 2 minutes left. So
not a bad time to take the lead at all. Okay, when you've got the next break.
To be honest, I'm a bit surprised he didn't use the free shot, just knocking the yellow away from near the red ball. So obviously you can see a very cool setup here with the Hustle and Bradmoor promotions. You've got a whole area barriered off, but you know, such a good venue this is. You've got so many more tables. It was always busy. It's always a good atmosphere. I think having it barriered off, it does make it feel extra special. I haven't played in a couple of them myself.
Just creates a nice zone.
It does, yeah. You haven't got too many people coming through or anything like that.
Okay, Mikey Gibson's just gone 3-2 up, just to the left of the screen against Max Burgess.
You did 5 minutes after this one.
Yeah. So 30 seconds left.
Last 8 seconds in this session, last 30 seconds.
And Darren White's going to have a... Oh, I thought the red was in the middle.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we will be back in 5. And we are back, so we're going to be starting very soon. I've got the pleasure again of pressing the start button on the timer.
Okay, so let's start with here. 3, right, go.
And we're off. So this is round 4 of 5. So all players, because we've got groups of 5, each player will have one bye during the round robin kind of group rounds. But in terms of current group standings, so the match that you're watching now is part of Group A, and we've got Mitch. Mitch with a good lead at the moment with Yakov second, and he's playing. So Mitch is playing Sean Murray, who's currently sitting in 4th. So there's 6 points between them. So Sean will be looking to get a good result here and close that gap if he can. Group B is quite close. We've got Mark Gilliam out on 7 points, but the remaining players all on 5. So all to play for. And then Group C, obviously David Fuel seems to be playing very well tonight. Obviously got his 4 points, so the bonus point as well in the previous game that we streamed. But he also picked up 4 in his first match as well. So he's on a maximum of 10 points out of 2 frames because he's already had a bye. And then we've got in Group D, we've got Mike Chappell and Wayne Fawn tied on 7 points, points ahead of Dave Green. Darren White on 3 and Matt on 1. So 2 rounds to play, certainly all still to play for.
Just saying, for what it's worth.
So let's turn our attention to the stream table.
Otherwise, you end up regretting the point.
So we've got Sean with the free shot there on the reds. Certainly we're looking to take these out. I think the black's got a pocket in the right middle. So he'll be swing with that. So in case you didn't know or didn't hear earlier, each round it's a 25-minute shot clock. Races to 4, point per frame, bonus point for getting to 4 frames. But we do up the ante a little bit in the knockout stages. So obviously the top 2 go through. The next 2 will go into a plate, but in terms of the top 2, they'll go into the quarters, where it'll be a 30-minute match clock with a race to 5 instead, and that'll be a similar format in the semis and final. Yeah, so whilst Mitch has got a tricky few yellows, Sean just looking at the opportunity to get his difficult red out. which is done nicely. So he's tying up the red. That's a nice shot. Just trying to contain these reds at the moment. I think he'll be fairly happy with that. Wondering if Mitch has got a chance now. Can he use one of these two yellows? Yeah, the yellow to the left of the black. Or no, the one in the middle. I was going to say. So a natural angle to get into those reds, and he has opened up the pocket there for that red on the right hand cushion into the bottom right. So nice opportunity now for Mitch. There we go. Does he go for the tricky yellow on the top right along the rail? Or will he play the one in the corner purse to try and get a little bit closer to them? Oh, that's very nice. Now, options here. Yeah, let's take this one. Oh, you could go either way, actually. Can't be disappointed with that because that was a very, very nice finish. So obviously Sean's going to play the table snooker here. Tapping the table from Mitch. Now what have you got, Mitch? Is he going to use the jaw in the bottom left to rattle the white and send it over to that yellow? He's going to do that. It's a good effort. Not quite. So assuming the red doesn't pass in the bottom right past the yellow, I think he'll likely pot this yellow. With this free shot. Now what's he doing here? Yeah, so I'm just going to take the top left next. Put the white down.
I literally been this cable. Not doing that.
Nothing to do with the white here.
I've just done. I think I've just done about 11 or 12 hours.
Yeah, very nice. Tap on the floor from Mitch. There's 1-0 Sean.
Surely. Stick it to him.
Let's have a little look at the wide shot, see how everyone's getting on. So a lot of frames actually on 0-0. So after just over 8 minutes, So maybe we've had a few tight frames to start a lot of these tables. Let's go back to Mitch and Sean's game. So dry break here. I mean, immediately looking at the yellows here, but I'm not entirely sure if he's got a great shot. Potentially the plant red onto yellow in the middle. Obviously a tricky opener, and missing that might leave things very nicely to Mitch. Yeah, so obviously that's, definitely a high risk, high reward shot there. So Mitch will say thank you very much. I will take those yellows instead. Now then, what has Sean got? Is he going to play the double in the middle? Oh. Stun up. We kind of use the red above the yellow as a bit of a stopper. The black in the bottom left. And there we go. 1-1 with 13.5 minutes to go. Just while we're waiting for the rack on this one, we'll let Luton do the rounds and the scores.
Right, so we've got about 12, just under 13 minutes left to go on the games. The biggest result so far in terms of frames won is David Fure. He's 3-0 up on Mike Collins. Chris Cox is 2-0 up on Paul Montague. There's a few actually 1-alls at the moment. Barry and Adam Jacko, Mitch and Sean that are watching. And Mark Gillingham versus Stuart Laderman are all 1-all. And then there's a few 1-0 leads, which are Mikey Gibson against James Clark, Darren White against Mike Chappell, and Dave Green versus Matt Moore. And that concludes the roundup.
Thank you very much. Right, let's get back to the stream table. So Sean on the red, so obviously 2 reds on the side cushion on the right hand side are obviously very tricky. Doesn't look like neither doubles, and either the corner, bottom left corner, or on the left hand side middle. So this will take a little bit of working out. Obviously, he's got the shot down. They both go in the bottom right. Certainly not easy, especially when there's 2 of them there. I think Sean just wanted to play one of the whites, just get behind that red, so the white will come back out. So let's see what he's got now. So he's going to take. Is he going to play the plants now? I think he probably will. Oh, he's miscued it. That's a shame. So I believe that will be a foul. So a free shot to Mitch, and he's instantly going to go into the black and yellow, which are both tricky. Oh, and he can't believe it. He just said, "Have it back. Have the shot back." So obviously the obvious tricky ball here is the red that's close to the yellow on the bottom cushion. So probably if he can get to it, play with the free shot, play the yellow onto the red. So you'd be pushing the red over the corner bag. So yeah, he's going into them now. Let's see how they come out. Oh yeah, that's very nice. I don't know whether I prefer that to sit in the pocket or go in, but I'm sure he's not complaining.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got a very, very tough shot now because obviously the black doesn't go in the middle. So, and I'm not entirely convinced it goes in the top left either. So, we'll see what he comes up with. He's going to take some good queuing here. Yeah, he's going to try and play the black in the top right, but it's always tough, especially from that distance along these rails. They're not very forgiving, especially being played at pace. So Mitch has a good opportunity now to get into his yellow that's tight on the cushion. He's done that, and he's put it on the other the other side cushion further up the table. I'm sure he'll still be confident on getting that. He'll probably play now because he's got the option of if he does miss. I don't know if I'm thinking too negative. If he does miss, then he's got the snooker on the black ball. But no, he's definitely not as negative as me. He's going all out. So yellow in the middle, and then take the yellow to the top left.
It takes me about 20 minutes maximum.
And obviously, we were saying that David Fiore is playing well and in a good flow at the moment. He's already won 4-0 against Mike Collins. So obviously, he had maximum points from his first 2 frames, 10 points out of the 2. He's done it again. So 15 out of a possible 15, and as I say that, Mitch is quite an uncharacteristic miss there on the black. Take a 2-1 lead, so I think Sean will be looking to snooker him here. Now I wonder if Mitch, if there is a gap there to play the white behind the red, hit it at a fairly good pace. Oh no, it was a total anyway, so now Sean will push the red over the Right hand side, yep, it's a good white ball. So we're approaching 6.5 minutes. It's going to be a lot of pressure on this next frame, whoever is to lose it. So yeah, big frame this. Sean going to commit to the double here. Oh. And I don't think you get much closer than that without it going in. 2-1 lead to Mitch. Sure. And that's a very, very big break, but so the black's gone in, and no golden 8 ball in this format. Just a simple re-rack. So let's. He's missed. White almost went in the middle. Sure, Sean will like that, but he's left it dry. But I don't think this white is particularly friendly. Hasn't really got a clear opener here. So we'll see what we've got 4 minutes to go. Balls are quite tied up here, but Mitch obviously wanting to extend his lead, but Sean really needs to claw some points back to the top 2 players. So yeah, that's unsurprisingly going for an attacking shot there. Don't think he had much else on, to be honest. So Mitch going to play the plants. And assuming this red goes in the bottom left, past the yellows, these reds are all on or something. On what looked to be quite a... Ooh, I think he can get QQing on this. Yeah, he can get to the bottom of the ball. Very nice. Well, I was going to say the red drops into the middle of the yellow, but he might now elect to take it into the bottom right while he's got the chance. Yeah, very nice. So wondering where, assuming the red goes in, red that's closest to the black goes into the left hand corner. No, the right hand corner. Apologies. Just did a bit of stretching. That's nice under the circumstances, but I think he's tied his red up a little bit. Now let's see what Sean can do with 2.5 minutes left. He's got to get his skates on now. That's
They'll build forward. You have to stop being the generals. Oh, why is Bradley no ball?
Let's see what he can come up with. He's playing slightly containing safety here. That's not a bad option, to be honest, where those yellows were sitting. At least now they can, they can clearly plant or see how this comes out with it. No, I was just thinking, could it flip the black then into the red? No. So I think red. Just gonna try and make things as awkward as possible. But Sean's definitely got a chance here. He's got over a minute, so he doesn't have to go super fast. Mitch wasting time on the mic. Now let's see what Sean can do. Sean's got a very good chance here to salvage another point. Oh, the yellow's just gone in front of the black. No, and that's the thing with the format. That's the thing that can throw players off. Obviously, oh, that's a lovely shot. It's got 20 seconds here to clip off side cushion. Yeah, there we go. It's a lovely shot.
Five, four, three, two, one, time.
And we'll be back. Hello everyone, we're back on comms, and we're into our final round now. So obviously watching David Fiore against Pete Ward. Haven't seen much of this frame so far, but so Pete 2-1 up. Sorry, David 2-1 up. Let's have a quick look, and again, the Q score link is available in the chat, but we'll just give you a quick update on the table, seeing as it's the final round. I think so. Group A, Mitch has got quite a commanding lead on 12 points, and yeah, a bit of a tussle for second to get that final second place.
They're playing each other as well. Jakob and Barry are playing each other.
Yeah, so we've got Jakob on 7 points, along with Barry on 7, and they are playing each other. So yeah, all to play for in that one. We'll try and keep you updated with the scores. It is 1-1 at the moment. Group B, we've got Mark Gillingham on 10 points. With a good lead over Mikey on 7, but trailing closely behind in third and fourth, Stuart and James.
Mikey and Stuart playing each other.
Yeah, Mikey and Stuart playing each other, so yeah, that one's certainly all to play for as well. And then we got... Well, yeah, look at that. So Max is on 5 points, so he's only trailing second by 2 points, and he's 3-0 up. So yeah, definitely on the charge there. One to look out for as well. But Fury, obviously, David Fiore, you know, maximum points, 3 games, 15 points. Obviously on your screen now. Well, Pete on your screen, but obviously David Fiore playing the game. Yeah, very commanding lead up top. Chris Cox sitting second on 10, but Pete is on 7 behind in third. And then Mike Chappell played 1-4, 15 points, more than double the lead over second. Wayne, but obviously Mike Chappell's played all 4 of his games now, so he's on a bye. So yeah, a good lead. But yeah, still a bit of a fight for second place in that group, because you've got Wayne, David Green and Darren White on 7, 6 and 5 points. Nice shot there from David. Still a quite testing black. Very nice there. And hello to Hannah Hooley, whoever you are. Just joking, that is my wife, of course. Hello. So he brought that back a bit too far now, so he's going to take the red to the top and then plant the yellows in the middle. Spoke too soon. So Pete obviously being 3 points behind Chris Cox in another game. Oh no, saying that Chris has already played his 4 games, so looking at it with Pete being 3 behind, if he does get the win here, he will overtake Chris. So 2 minutes left. He needs to try and get 3 frames. So obviously you can see that he's moving quite fast. So yeah, he's going to be disappointed with that. And Fury looking to get maximum points possible. Very nice shot. And a bit of check side just to straighten the white up off the top cushion. And there we go. That is 4 matches for David Fior, and all of them getting to 4 frames with the bonus point. So let's change to the white shot now to see how the other games are getting on. So you can see Stuart on the table there, playing the red at the bottom, just rattling that one. Gives Mikey a chance. Let's just see what the scores are. That's currently 2-1 to Mikey, but he pops the black, so that's a 2-all. I wonder how important that frame is. There we go. We've got the 6-red shootout to determine the winner and runner-up of Group B. And we have Mark Gilliam going first. So exciting as it gets, 6-red shootouts. I think obviously we see a lot on the Ultimate Pool screens, that opening shot to break them out whilst keeping good control of the white. Such an important shot. And then just requires some very quick thinking after that. Here we go. That's a nice split. Yep, so it needs to get the ball. Yeah, that's good. Very nice. And final one. Time of Lutz as well. Yep, 33 points, I believe 6 seconds. $33.63 to beat. And now we have Max Burgess let's see how he gets on. It's just talking him through some of the do's and don'ts.
Do what, don't miss.
Yeah, do what, don't miss. That's right. Here we go. And a nice split there. Not the best of white balls. Or see how damaging that miss will be. Bit of movement around the table. Needs to get his skates on here. Oh, I think he's missed that one. Might be a little bit too much to ask for now to beat Mark's time. Yeah. And I think he's called it a day there. Time is still going. And obviously Mark being victorious there. So we have now got our main knockout quarter-final draw. So we have Mitch Lee versus Wayne Thorne, Mark Gilliam versus Chris Cox, David Fjord versus Max Burgess, and Mike Chappell versus Jakob Tundland. Okay, and we are back. So we're now in the quarterfinals, and I am on standby.
Stand by with your buttons.
So just to let you know, so we've got a main knockout, which we've already gone through the draw. That's the top two players in each group, and then the third and fourth in each group. The third and fourth in each group will then go into a plate knockout. So we've got two knockouts now, and in the one that we've got now is obviously the main draw, the main knockout between Mark Gilliam and Chris Cox. And this one's slightly different because we're now on a race to 5 and a 30-second match clock. And we are off. So it's a dry break from Mark, it looks like.
So the extra frame and 5 minutes longer for the games now.
It's certainly make a difference, and I believe if it is, if the scores are tied, so the match, I don't believe that you play out the final frame if you are level, or at any point. If you are level and the match stops, which would be at the 30-minute mark, it will go straight to a 6-red shootout if tied. So we might see a few of those potentially in the quarters and the semis, and maybe the final.
Yeah, who knows?
That would be entertaining.
What a way to finish a competition.
Yes.
Anyway, through 5 qualifying rounds, final night, and it's all decided on a 6-red shootout.
That's just a test of bottle, that is. So Chris immediately on the yellows here. So obviously the ones on the far left and far right at the top of the table are quite simple, but obviously with the 2 yellows in the middle of the upper part of the table, I mean they both have a home, but it takes a little bit more working out just because of their proximity to each other.
Did we go up the left-hand side of the table here?
I'd be actually tempted.
Top left, top right.
I'd be tempted with top right now. If he can stun this in. Yeah, I was going to say, and then play for one of the 2 yellows in the left middle. That immediately opens them up, but I'm not entirely sure he's played that as well as he would have liked. I think he still has a shot on the top yellow as we're looking at it, and it will probably top off the side cushion and back over for the yellow. Yeah, it wasn't an easy shot. Mark with a chance now. Let's see what he can do. I don't think he's been on the stream tonight. So yeah, it'll be interesting how he's feeling. Obviously, he's had a tiny bit of experience on this table, having the 6 red shootout. But that's not a lot of time. What was it? 33 seconds on this table. So it's not the worst in the world, because obviously he's got the yellow relatively safe on the top left hand side of the table. But if it was me, I'd be just floating this yellow in the middle and potentially playing the double of that yellow into the top right while you're there. I think that's what he's looking at now. So obviously he gets that shot. He should leave himself a shot on the bottom yellow after that if he gets it. Yeah, we'll just see. Obviously a big shot. This one certainly not easy. Yeah, Mike with a good chance there. I need to do something with this red to the just underneath the black. Obviously, it doesn't go in the left-hand side, so he's going to have to try and get an angle on one of these balls to ensure the white comes over the left-hand side to be able to play it in the bottom right corner. So something to think about at some point. Maybe not just yet.
Good if the red in the bottom right drift across.
For the red in the middle?
Yeah.
Potentially. Yeah, looks like that was playing. Now he's left Chris an angle here. Could stun this yellow in. He gets underneath the yellow. There could be a yellow in the top right or in the right centre. So it's all about the pace. This shot. It's just kicked him. Now he's got again 2 options. Looks, well, at least what I can see, that's got the cross double into the corner or playing a skill shot. I mean, he's fairly nicely placed behind the yellow for the skill shot. Not perfectly straight behind it, but obviously the red's not sitting right in the pocket, so not an easy one. So yeah, it looks as though he's lets him to play the cross double. No, that was a tough shot. Now Mark with the balls at his mercy.
Insurance looks to be one of those set out layouts where everything looks all quite simple, but it'd be so easy to go get it wrong, right out of position somewhere.
Just say a big thanks to the sponsors. You can see those in the top corners of the screen. And that is a 1-0 lead to Mark. Obviously, being 30 minutes, I don't think Chris will be feeling too stressed at this point. Obviously, he'll definitely want to bring things up level. But 22 minutes is still plenty of ball together. Let's just have a quick, so we can see a quick look at the other scores. So we've got Mitch and Wayne is still level. We've got Mark obviously taking the 1-0 lead. We've got David Fjord continuing his good form for the night, being 1-0 up against Max Burgess, and Mike Chappell is 1-0 up against Jakob. See some of the games there. That's obviously the main draw. We'll turn our attention to the plate scores shortly. And that's another dry break. So we've had two dry breaks out of 2.
Yeah, probably going to be the reds here for Mark. Quite handy for us to change the colours at the bottom.
I mean, he's got a bit of. I think he's got a bit of work to do.
If you play the red in the bottom right off the cushion, off the yellow.
I mean, this will certainly cover the bag. I'm not massively convinced he'll pot this, but maybe he doesn't want to pot it. Yeah, just cover the bag. Okay. And he's got good control of the frame. It's good. So that was quite a productive visit to the table. This will be a bit of a tap of the sarcastic kind of tap of the table for himself. I didn't think he'd be too happy with that.
It's safe to say we've all been there on that one.
Yeah, and just a nice safety shot there. Not too sure that's a total. I think you can see this red on the right. Yeah, and just developing his red slightly. Still making the yellows awkward in the bottom right, but also leaving a good white there from Mark. So, yeah, nice shot. And wow, that's a lovely weight on those yellows. And this is the thing with Blackball. One shot like that, you'll be hoping for the free shot. You'll be hoping that Mark misses this, but it looks as though it's quite a simple escape off the side cushion. Yeah, it's a good hit, and he's going to pot it. Now, I'm not entirely sure if either of these reds go in the bottom left. Maybe one of them does, the bottom one. What I was saying was, the thing about Blackball with the free shot is an absolute game changer. If Chris can get a free shot from here somehow, you play yellow into red.
No, it opens the frame up,
it just flips on its head. So I wonder if he's still going to try and push for the free shot by putting the yellow in behind. Doesn't want this to drop. That's a nice shot. I'll be happy with that one. I think that one's certainly a more tricky shot. Tap the table from Mark here. Good job of doing the same there. And again, if he gets this free shot, it changes the complexion of the game massively.
Mark be looking to get Chris back in the.
I think 2 cushions
behind the red.
Yeah,
The
it's a fairly large area. Yeah, it's a nice shot there.
So some of the other scores that we've got: David Fjord and Max Burgess is 1-1. You see, David took an early 1-0 lead in that, but Max has obviously brought it back. Mike Chappell 1-0 up against Jakob. Mitch is still 1-0 against Wayne. That was quite a good shot from Chris, actually, just covering that bottom corner for making it a bit tougher for Mark. If he can sneak that red in off the cushion to the left.
Now then, if Chris has got a bit of an opportunity here, if he can get to kind of the left-hand side of the yellow closest to the cushion, could he wedge the yellow in the group there and force him? No, probably not. But again, a good shot. Trying to force that, trying to get that free shot, but I do think it's a relatively simple escape for Mark. Oh, now then, that's the shot I think Chris wanted. I think he wanted to force him to play this one in the corner, and obviously that's put. This is a big shot now for Mark. He's going to double this back, or in the middle. He's going to double it back. That is very, very nice.
Lovely shot. Done well to keep the cue ball off the cushion there as well. So that would make the shot a lot harder than what it already is. There's a bit of pressure on it. The risk of being off?
No, I don't think so. You just top this. Has to reach, of course, and all of a sudden, momentum has shifted.
People find themselves in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's a nice shot, and marking spot of bother here. Might be able to just play this and get it off one cushion, and you're probably looking to hit it fairly firm. I'm calling black to
middle
right centre. I'm calling it. I meant left centre. It's a good effort, though. It's a good effort.
Kiss off the yellow. But Chris has very much run out of
bit of a stretch, Chris. Yeah, he's not a bit of a shake of the head there. He's not too happy with that. Obviously, he doesn't want that white on the bottom cushion. Just it creates distance and just awkward queuing for that yellow in the right middle. So yeah, understandably not playing it. So you can get the white in behind the yellow. I'll tell you what, that's a great shot.
A fantastic shot.
And sensible as well. Obviously, playing the top yellow in the right middle, there's no guarantee of getting that, and you're leaving him on the black. So, yeah, Chris wisely accepted not to take the tough yellow and playing a fantastic safety instead. He's looking to go off. It looks like one cushion. Yeah, not an easy one. That I mean, obviously it comes down to personal preference. I probably would have been looking at the two cushions, the bottom right cushion and the bottom cushion, the black, but each to their own. Was easy either way. That all stemmed from Chris's fantastic safety shot. Doesn't want to be dead straight on this.
I think he's got a little bit of an angle, but I think he should be coming off the side cushion.
I mean, if he was nice on it, he'd be down straight away. He would have already played the shot. He's taking the bottom one. Not easy. Well, not easy for me with my eyesight. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, lovely shot there. Seems
And
just
Chris
got
has
straight to the black.
called himself
Draw it
level. From where those reds were. So I'm very, very happy taking that frame.
I think he'll be very, very happy with that.
So let's have a quick look at so the tables that you can see from the camera. So the 4 tables on the right, they're the main draw, and then the 4 tables on the left-hand side of the kind of wooden walkway through. The ones on the left of that are the plate quarters. So we'll just update on the scores of the plate. So you've got Barry Hodgkins is 3-0 up on Adam Jacko. David Green 2-1 up against Darren White. Paul Montague 3-1 up against Peter Ward. And Mikey Gibson 2-1 up against Stuart Ladyman. And back to the stream table. So we do not have a dry break this time. Up potting a ball, and these have split lovely. He's going to be hoping that he can see this red to the top right. He's looking at it, so I'm assuming he can. Yeah, there you can see. Thank you for the camera angle. Yeah, and I think these are almost dot to dot. I think drop this red in. Red to red to left centre, red to right centre. Take the red to bottom right, leaving your last red for the one on the left into the middle. But that's just me, and that's the joys of pool. There's you can go about these all kinds of ways, but that's just how I'm seeing them. So top this through.
If this red here, is there a risk of running into that yellow?
No, I think it's okay because he can.
Right.
I think he can just screw up a tiny little bit. And again, as I said, red to right middle. Doesn't want too much of an angle because obviously he doesn't want the white going behind any of the yellows. But I think he's okay here. Doesn't want to overdo it. Oh, I think he's decelerated on that. And yeah, you can see his reaction. I think if he nipped that a bit more, didn't have that deceleration. I think it probably would have just come up the table a little bit further, just leave the drop. So yeah, very disappointed with that. So 2 cushions. Probably playing this at pace. It's going to flick off the yellow. No,
Not bad effort at all.
Yeah, no, good effort. Chris will be liking this.
If Chris gets in and takes this frame, that'll be very much a.
For me, it's probably taking the right middle. This one here. Yeah, because you've got that insurance if you miss.
Play with an element of caution. If it doesn't
I think so.
drop, then
I think so. If he gets it, he's got options. If not, he's got the safety in mind.
Looking for a 2 cushion escape.
If he can cut this back into the left centre. That is the free shot. That's Chris. I think he'll feel confident on taking this out for sure. Yeah, there's a number of ways you could probably go. go
I
around
think
doing
personally
this.
I'll probably go
Probably bottom left,
to the
bottom right,
right.
and then left middle, right middle.
Like you say, there's no right way or wrong way over
No, I
this
don't think
sort
so.
of layout. I think it's all.
Although I've probably tried going the wrong way before, not.
I'm sure I'd find the wrong way.
Yeah.
if there's a wrong way to have it,
I'll probably find it.
I will be able to find it. Don't you worry about that.
It's easy being on the comms. Yeah, that's fine. Then just plot this float behind the black for yellow to left centre. Yeah, nice. No drama for that one.
Concession there.
Yeah. Probably one eye on the clock, thinking, yeah, let's waste no time with that black. Just start racking them. Let's have a quick look at the scores on the main knockout quarters. So I have Mitch with a very commanding lead over Wayne, 4-1. Obviously, obviously score's not updated, but it's now 2-1 to Chris against Mark. We've got David Fuel, 2-all against Max Burgess, so one to watch, and as well as Mike Chappell and Jakob Tungeland. That's 1-all. Is that yellow? I'm not entirely sure how that yellow hasn't dropped. Now, has Mike got the plant on the yellows? Because that opens everything up. Oh.
Both ways, quick. Just over Chris saying that the yellow in the top left looked like it was going in, but then it looks like it rolled back a little bit as it was getting there.
Yeah, Chris will be liking these yellows. Yeah, that yellow's tight along the cushion on the left. So I think he's going to play the plant now. Finds his way.
Yeah. Then as much as that red's helped the yellow going in, has it now hampered that other?
Oh, I don't know. Obviously, you've got the yellow that is kind of over the bag. You've got that as a good way of canning into those reds and opening things up. Obviously, you don't want to hit them too hard and block the yellow towards the top right pocket. So yeah, let's see what he's thinking here. Has he got the angle to get in behind these? So just have a look now, going through the scores in both the main knockout and the plate knockout quarters.
So yeah, we've got 4 quarterfinals going on at the moment. The one on stream at the moment, obviously Chris is 2-1 up. There's a very close game going on next door with Dave Fury and Max Burgess deadlocked at 2-2. We've also got Mitch, who's currently 4-2 up against Wayne Thorne. And another close game at the end, which is Mike Chappell 1, Jakob 1. So yeah, there's still much to play for in the last 3 minutes. Over in the plates, we've got Barry 3-2 up on Adam Jacko, Dave Green 3-1 up on Darren White. Paul Montague's just won 5-1 against Pete Ward, and Stuart Ladyman and Mikey Gibson are locked at 2-2. That's where we're at the moment. 3 minutes to go.
Thanks, Liam. Still, I think we've got 3 draws as things stand. So could that be 3 6-red shootouts? That would certainly be entertaining. Is it wrong of me to want that?
Excitement would be
Is it wrong of me to want that?
I don't think so. It's interestingly, after last tournament we were at streaming over here. Josh Kane, who played on top, was saying that in the sort of amongst the upper ranks of pool, if you wish, they're not massive fans of six red shootouts. Obviously, they're exciting for the people watching.
Oh yeah, we love it.
Sprinting around a table, maybe not so much fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a much different experience to actually play and rather than spectating. I've never done one myself, but maybe one day. Yeah, more clinical stuff from Chris now. Anyways, very strong 3-1 lead. They've shaken hands, so putting cues away. So I think that is it. So yeah, Chris goes through. 3-1 score. Let's just change the camera so we can see Mitch on the black here. That looks like he's wrapped things up. So I believe that is. If I can find his name. Yeah, I think Mitch has won 5-2 against Wayne. And Chapel's now taken a 2-1 lead. He's won 2-1 up against Jakob. Fury and Max still locked at 2-2. We can see that on the right-hand table there. You see Max in the striped top. You can only see a couple of yellows from that side, but I assure you, on the bottom side of the table, he has quite a lot of yellows. So I think he's rushing around, but obviously we've now reached time. So that is the only draw I can see. So assuming that's still 2-2, that one will be a 6-red shootout. Just an update. I don't think the scores were updated on the screen, so sorry for getting your hopes up. But for the 6-red shootout, if you weren't excited for that, but that one has finished 3-2 to David Fuel. So hard luck, Max. And we are back again for the semi-finals. So same format. So we've got 30 minutes match clock and first to fives. And so let's have a look at the draw. So we'll start with the main knockout semi-final. We've got Mitch Lee versus Chris Cox. And then obviously on the streaming table we have David Fuel versus Mike Chappell. The plate knockout semis, we have Barry Hodgkins and David Green, and then Paul Montague versus Stuart Ladyman. So a good few games on there. And we are about to go. I've got the honour again of checking the match clock.
Guys, we'll start now in 3, 2, 1, go.
And away we go. That's a good shot, isn't it? I like that shot.
Yeah, it's come out right. Maybe a little bit unfortunate where the cue balls ended up.
Oh no, I meant the cameras.
Oh, the cameras.
I thought the camera
You're
looked
talking
good.
about my shot. For once in,
Your
for once
shot.
in Paul, I can get a good shot.
But you're too harsh on yourself. Yeah, we'll keep you updated on the scores, Lisa. We have good sight of Barry and David's game. Obviously, in between the games, we'll do that fantastic wide shot again. Okay, so Chapel on the yellows. It's just looking to see if we can pot this yellow after he takes this one into the top right. Oh, he's got into that a bit too much.
We screwed that a little bit too much.
Too well.
I think it'll be all right. You go to that the yellow into the top left, and that'll swing round the yellow just below it into the middle, and still look at getting the
I think he's
position off there.
Yeah, I think he's got
A little bit of a reroute, but
you probably wouldn't need to top off the top bishop. I think you just stun past the red. He's across that, and we have had a
invader.
We've had a rack.
Triangle just falling off the lights there.
The lights onto the table. Can we get an action replay of that? I'm not entirely sure what that means for the game. Okay, so that is treating that. We're treating that as 2 shots to Fury. Sorry, Fuel. Yeah, treating is the same as like chalk hit the table. Nice controlled shot there through the gap. Little tester for Fury here. Oh, so much confidence on that. Just got this in dev weight. Off the yellow. Was he asking a bit too much then? Was that the obvious shot? I'm not entirely sure I played that, but he's where he is and I'm sat here. So.
Yeah, but you'd only played in 2 qualifying events, so otherwise I'm sure you would be.
Didn't do particularly well in either of them, to be fair. But it's always nice to come to see the pool as well. So we're all lovers of the game. Yeah, so Chapel just. Oh, can he see a gap? I do wonder. The way he's looking at the cue, I'm assuming not. Oh, wow.
Very
As close as you could have gotten, really. So that's a foul. That's a free shot. Now, yeah, I was just about to say, Chelsea's got a good chance now just to run the yellow down, push the red out of the way, keep the yellow fairly around the corner pocket, and see we'll have the yellow. He'll have the yellow to the left centre. As I say that, he's caught the middle draw. That wasn't part of the plan. Sometimes I question my calls on shots, but I'm pretty sure I'm sure about that.
I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to catch the draw there.
Yeah. He's going to
Got
need
himself
some.
back into a nice
Yeah,
shape there.
he's got to play 3 good positional shots here though. Not easy at all. Can he float this yellow just past the yellow and then off the bottom cushion? No. But not happy with it. But at the same time, he's got an obvious safety that he can play. Wants to leave the white on the right hand side to stop the easy in off the bottom cushion. Yeah, so I'll leave it on the right hand side. I think he has still left that easy escape onto the bottom cushion, so he'll probably play that now. Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Just checking that was Mike was hoping that was being a total snooker rather than trying a cheeky no-look shot.
Just better contain the safety.
I'm sure it was half in there, a little bit. Played that a little bit stronger. We might have put that yellow on the double and been around onto this side.
Oh, that was an effort. You have it. 7.5 minutes, or nearly 7.5 minutes. It's the first frame.
It's
So
quite
still
nicely
wide.
in that frame, should you know the couple of interruptions that he did have. Triangle falling off.
Yeah, the triangle falling off.
It is the first time I've ever seen that.
First surprises is Paul. 1 minute to play, and the next, bam, the rack falls on the table.
It's not the first time I've had to fall off the lights in the stream. It was in the Roths final last year. It was James Pickard had a letter fall off the lights that they had.
And just update with the scores as David has a pretty crunching break. We have Barry Hodgkins and David Green tied at 1-1, and Paul Montague and Stuart Ladyman as 1-0 to Paul at the moment. And then, so they're the two plate semis, and then the other main draw semi. Mitch Lee has taken a 1-0 lead against Chris Cox. I'm sure we'll be liking these reds a lot.
Play the red off the yellow.
Don't think he needs to. Yeah, let's assume this red goes into the bottom left. We'll just I mean, I think it does. He's having a couple of checks on it, but yeah, this is, you'd like to think, a frame-winning shot, and he's clipped the black.
It must have been a very close one. If
It must have been, yeah.
Can't imagine Mike you'll be having too much trouble clearing these up.
I don't think so. I think obviously you've got a couple of yellows that are not ideally placed. I think you just almost choose those as your last balls. I think you just float this one in. You can probably just cannon off the yellow. Yeah, like that. That's nice. And then this one dead weight down the line. Then right corner, left corner, and then black probably, or depending on the angle he's got, probably be looking at into the left centre. No, the right centre. Sorry. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. I think. Obviously, if he hasn't got that angle, then he's always got the option for top right as well, or any other corner apart from the left middle. Yeah, so probably just top this one through now. And I think he'll settle for either the left and the black in the right middle or the top right corner. Well, I think again, what do I know? I don't know anything about ball.
I think that
why am I here?
I think that slid off the bottom.
I don't know why I'm here.
What you thought.
Oh. Yeah, good shot there. I think if Chuck can get a good solid full ball contact on this, he's not leaving much for Fury on the reds. So no, he hasn't got the line right. Now, how is he going to use his free shot here? You develop the red, below the red in the middle, or the black, or both. Trying to get the red out. That's interesting.
Nice idea, but
I mean, you're trusting a lot to luck where the white was going in.
Which a quick update from Luton. So next door, we've just Chris Cox has just potted the black to make it 1-1 in the other semi-final with Mitch. And over in the plate, we have current scores. Paul Montague is 2-0 up on Stuart Ladyman, and Barry Hodgkins and Dave Green are tied at 1-1.
Thanks, Luton. Yeah, not high scores. Getting close to the halfway mark. So maybe we had a few tactical ones in the other games, including this one as well.
I think the games can go like that though sometimes. Yeah.
Especially where the stakes are a little bit higher in the semis as well. Maybe slightly more pressure on. Things can get a little scrappy.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then one or two things don't quite go your way, you start trying to tighten everything up.
David on the reds. It's a nice little nudge if he had a bit of his hand up there. So he's going to want to follow, if he takes this one in the bottom left, he's going to want to follow a similar line back with the white. So he's going to want to put the white back up where it is. Just above the blue spot if you're on a snooker table. Yeah, that's really nicely played.
You know, you were questioning yourself on shot selection earlier on.
Yeah. And now this could be awkward. Nah, he's not happy with that. He's obviously leaving a tougher shot on it. Nice shot, and just because he's obviously queuing on the right, if he was to go for the right, this one screw off. You would have liked a few more inches on that. Sorry.
It's post watershed, we're fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fantastic shot. That is a fantastic shot. Yeah, he's just pulled that one.
It's
Has he come a little bit far here to play this yellow into the top net? He is. I think he is. But he could play a little swerve, and he's got the insurance of snooker in the black if he doesn't get it. Or is he going to be rerouting? Just thinking what order he's going to be. Interested to see what order he's going to be taking these yellows. So he's going for the double. Or is he going to put a snooker? Yeah, it's a nice shot. I hope this yellow goes past. David's having a quick look as well because he's a bit unsure, and I don't think it does. So. And just as Chapel plays a very, very nice shot, should put them 2-1 up, we'll send it over to Luton.
Yeah, so Mitch has just gone 2-1 up in the other semi-finals. He's 2-1 up against Chris Cox. Over in the plate, Barry has gone 2-1 up against Dave Green now, and it's still 2-0 to Paul Montague against Stuart Ladyman.
Thanks, Luton. And as we were going through, what a cut by Mike Chapel.
that was a brave shot, Rob. The 8-ball tracking that way to the top bag, that must have been very, very close.
Oh, Mitch will appreciate the fact that I got his double on stream just as I turned the camera. He'll like that.
And David absolutely crunching the break.
Yeah, I quite like this perspective. A bit higher up, so you can just see exactly where all the balls are sitting. We'll take it down to the stream table.
David not happy with his shot there.
Right, so we're back. So 2 on Chapel. On the Reds. He's got the obvious. Or here we have some score updates from Lee.
Yep, so Mitch has just gone 3-1 up in the other semi-final against Chris Cox. Over in the plate, it's all square again between Barry and Dave Green. It's now 2-2. And Paul Montague's gone into a 3-0 lead against Stuart Laderman in the other semi-final.
Thanks, Lou. 8 minutes, we're getting close to crunch time.
Very much so, and not a bad time to be 3-1 up at all.
No.
Get to the table.
And yeah, like I said, the obvious tricky ball is the red by the black, but it does have a home in the right centre or the left corner, I think, and he might have a little angle here to stun.
Top left with a bit of back.
I think he.
To get
I think
red into the middle bag.
I think if he just stuns this across, he'll have the red to the bottom left. Yeah, that's really nice.
There you go. I'd say, what do I know?
I am more in line with the shot, so I could see the angle a bit clearer. Yeah, a little bit awkward queuing, but I don't think
we're stretching a little bit, and
I don't think that'll be a problem for
over the yellow.
There we go.
Somebody did their morning stretches.
He does his yoga.
Good job you pointed it after that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so Barry versus David at the top of the table. You can't quite see it. So you can see David at the table on the left hand side, just about to cue down his shot. But obviously, yeah, Barry 3-1 up. And we are dry. Yeah, we'll probably expect to see David with a slightly quicker pace now. I mean, I didn't see that shot, but I think that's worked out okay. I mean, he's still got a tricky red at the top. Mike's got yellow here. He might elect to cover the bag here. Would surprise me. No. I think all the balls do have a home. I think he can get to this yellow on the top cushion without moving it, but he might have a choice. He might have an option to go into it now with the top yellow that's above the middle pocket, off the side cushion, and then play it into the red. Yeah, and that's not worked out.
A little bit unlucky, really, to say. Very
yeah, well,
close.
When you've got the balls that close
perfectly
together, there's always the risk of it. So yeah, we'll see what he's looking at. Is he going to try and hit the yellow to the left and then punch the other yellow into the middle? No. I think that's what he was trying to do. I think he was trying to hit that yellow,
the yellow on the right,
slightly on the left hand side, so the white would cannon into the yellow in the middle pocket. But when they're so close together, it is a difficult shot. So yeah, obviously not working for him this time. And Fury using his free shot, but not really making any inroads with regard to his problem balls. So he's going full attack mode there.
And thank you for your mid-frame interview there, David. How you
coming
feel?
over, just been a bit. I think he's a bit frustrated with how those reds did come out. Another update from Luton.
Yeah, it's just a procession now. Mitch has just gone 4-1 up against Chris Cox with 3 minutes 20. I think it's close to concession time, but I think they're playing on for now. Over in the plate, Paul Montague's taken a 4-0 lead against Stuart Ladyman, so same again there. It is still quite close. Barry Hodgkins 3-2 up against Dave Green in the other one, so that one could go all the way. But yeah, that seems to be the closest game so far out of the 4. Back to you guys.
That's Luton. As we saw, Chapel miscued in a previous visit. That was a lovely pot, but that's not sure how that found the middle pocket there. Now, this is definitely doable. But he just needs to compose himself a little bit. Options. Yeah, I think he just ran slightly out of position there. Probably one eye on the clock as well. Yeah, that's the challenges with match with the hustle and match clocks. You definitely get that time pressure. Yeah, there we go.
Concession there from
David. So we've got Chapel
great
in
effort.
the final, and it looks as though, unless there's a miracle that happens if we just change the camera, it looks as though Mitch, being 4-1 up, is going to be meeting Chapel in the final. No, he's missed that one. Yes, I think that one's all she wrote. If we look over at the plate semi-finals, we've got a very one-sided game. Where Paul Montague is 4-0 up against Stuart, but on the other semi-final, we've got a very close game. Barry Hodgkins and David Green are tied at 3-3, and they've just broke. So, assuming it's still 3-3 with 50 seconds left. So, unless something, unless whoever's at the table can take a very, very quick finish out, we may be heading for a 6-red shootout. So we'll keep our eyes on that. And we are back with the finals. So again, just another reminder, the main comp final is between Mitch Lee and Mike Chapel, with the plate final being played between David Green and Paul Montague. So two very good games on offer. We'll keep changing the cameras around so we can see a little bit of the plate as well. Okay, so we've got Chapel on the yellows. Just going to play yellow for red. Yeah, lovely. And so there's two good reasons for doing that. Obviously, you're opening up the black, but you're keeping the white in amongst the yellows as well. So, yeah, smart shot. Oh, that's nicely played. And a bit of a tester. Now then, I think the two reds at the top of the table are a little bit tricky, so you might elect to develop them whilst playing the snooker. Yeah. Yeah. It's put Chuck in a bit of trouble, I think. So he's probably going to be looking to play off two cushions off the side cushion, bottom cushion. Yeah, nice solid hit on that. How do you think the standard's been tonight, John?
Yeah, I think it's been quite a high standard for most of the tournaments we managed to get over here. Really,
I'm joking.
Yeah, I think by far the highest standard we've seen for a tournament was the International Rules tournament we put on, also that we streamed a few weeks ago. But that was just the nature of the players involved in the tournament.
Now, do you have a replay function? Because I would love to see what just happened. I might have to go back on that later once the stream's done.
I think Mike hit the first.
I think he hit a red and potted another red.
Second one, and it just flew in.
Once it's off the cushion, I think he's okay on it. Well, he's played that well.
Yeah, very nice.
This is a 1-0 lead to Mitch.
Dave Green is currently snookered, so
this is
reds.
This is still the first frame on their table as well.
I thought just a relatively straightforward up and down.
Oh, that's looking good. Nope.
Oh, it's a bit unfortunate.
I was about to drink that though.
Please don't drink the microphone.
And that's a very nice split. I like both balls. I think probably reds. That's
that red in the bottom right. If that passes,
very unlucky to get dry there. I don't think you could have hit them much better than that and not pot them. I like them. And Mike very much in the flow, just getting on with his business. Take these in either order. Not like flashing like it was. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Now then, shot. Play the back double here. Let's just have a quick look over on the other table. I think there's definitely quite tight here for Paul. Obviously he's on yellow, so the red over the bag. It's looking to snooker him on and the white in the top left corner. Yeah, Mitch wanted that free shot to probably try and open up his two yellows, or certainly the yellow by the black.
Squeeze down that right hand side, a bit of one side.
I think it's a little tricky, the escape. Yeah, I swear, this is not easy. Oh, it's a fantastic effort. But yeah, obviously he's where the white is now. Mitch has got a good chance. Doesn't need to move the white here. He can just play this yellow out, and probably leave himself. Yeah, he can play both of his tricky yellows out. Obviously, be guaranteed on the yellow in the middle. Yeah, just a quick update with Luton.
So yeah, over in the plate final, Dave Green's just spotted a good black to go 1-0 up. So it's Dave Green 1, Paul Montague 0 over in the plate.
Thanks, Luton. Just it's a key shot. Just a little bit of a tester for Mitch. Sure, he's going to feel confident like though, and yeah, a confident shot. Chapel just conceding that frame, but Mitch wants to pot it anyway.
Fine games.
He just says he wants to pot it.
I thought with the video, I think it's good. No, that's the thing. That was it.
Needs a good split here. Can he pop this in the middle? He's down on it quick. So that would suggest he can. Oh, no. And I thought Trouble was about to throw his cue. I did duck for cover, but thankfully he was joking. Thanks, Louise. Hope you're enjoying the pool. Mitch playing a nice shot there. Oh, well, the yellow bounces out. You won't be happy with that. Just let Chapel back in. Ooh. I'm not too sure what happened there. I mean, he's looking a bit perplexed himself. So I know it's a little bit thin, but I don't think it was that thin. Obviously, he's come off the side cushion and hit the yellow on the way back. Yeah.
I think he caught it on the way through and then on the way back.
And Mitch missing one of his own. I'm not entirely sure if this yellow. I jinx everything.
Since you asked me what the standard of pool's been like today.
So that's my pool special ability. I bring players down to my level. So if I've so Mitch looking to take some good control of his frame. I think he might have snooked him on the yellow down the table, so he might just have to play off the side cushion for the and that is going to be a foul. So momentum certainly with Mitch at the moment. And he's going to take the white. So probably use his free shot to. I'm not entirely sure he needs to do anything to develop and just put the red in an even better position to clear up. So and a good shot. The only I think when you've got the three reds on the left hand side of the table in the corner, obviously they've all got a pocket, but when they're all lined up like that, it can sometimes make it a little bit awkward. So you've got the red by the black as well. That doesn't have. I don't believe that passes on the bottom right, so he's got something to think about there potentially. Maybe that's what he was playing for. There, maybe he was playing for the red in the middle. Oh. Oh, and you see that in the table.
You're lucky you didn't have to play me.
On Dave's side, looks like he's just gonna. I'm the greatest commentator.
Make sure you tell the viewers that I probably should have been.
apparently Max should have been. Oh, and as been seen on the camera, David's missed. Is Mr. Black. Don't know how much that was sat in the pocket, but fully expect him to pop that. Yeah, I just wanted to stay with this this frame on the other side of the table, just because it's 1-0 to David at the moment. So Paul really needs this one to level things up with 11.5 minutes to go. So big shot here along the top cushion. Yeah, lovely shot. And they'll just float this one in the middle for the black in the corner. And you see Chapel as well on the, so he's on the reds. Yeah, drop that one in, and Paul should be putting this for a 1-1 scoreline with just over 10 minutes to go. Mitch playing a nice shot there, just open up a few, open up the balls more, just for a few more opportunities. With his yellows, gives himself more options. Yeah, nice shot there. Putting the one into the top, but also putting the red fairly safe on the rail at the same time. So, yeah, nice clever shot there from Mitch. Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that one. Yeah, nice shot from Chapel there. Interesting to see how he's going to take this red on at the top of the table, obviously being a tricky position on the side cushion. I'm not entirely sure if you can see it, so he might have no choice but to play the red in the pocket and go all out, but we'll see what he does. Yeah, looks okay. So we can't see it, but yeah, developing his shot, kind of developing his shot. Or red, sorry. Now Mitch has a chance here if he can pot this one white, float the white down the bottom cushion. Yeah, this is looking nice line. It's a little unlucky actually, where he's landed. Yeah, I like that shot. So you're leaving a potential double for Chapel in the middle, but if you're Mitch, you're thinking, you know, you've got a tricky ball here. If you want to go all out on the double in the middle, you know, go for it. And obviously he's overhit that by quite some distance, and that's kind of like you're, you know, relying on Chapel taking that risky finish just by playing that shot. But obviously it's not worked out for Chapel, so it was a good shot in the end for Mitch and calculated risk. Now this yellow goes past the other yellow into the bottom right. I think I'll be taking that one first, and then probably the one also on the side cushion. So two similar shots. Probably wants to finish on the low side of this yellow just to give himself the angle to float the white up above the yellow in the centre pocket, which I think he's got. So it doesn't have to do too much with the white ball. White should naturally come up. Oh, I just wonder how costly that could be. They're the shots that you think about after the game. If it doesn't go your way, but I think the red just passes the middle, or it doesn't. Well, it might have done, but he's clipped the yellow there. Let's see what Mitch can do. And that's not ideal either. So a few errors coming in from both players now. I think what Mitch might want to do, as we've got 5 minutes remaining, is probably flick the yellow off and cover. Just looking at what he's thinking. My thought would be to flick off the yellow and essentially cover the bag, cover the red going in the middle. He's left Chapel fairly routine red in the middle. To bring us all square. So we're at 2-2 with just over 3.5 minutes left, so things certainly crunch time now. We'll have a quick look on the other table, as the score is still 1 each. I'll just pass it over to Luton.
So Dave Green's on the black for a 2-1 lead over on table 4. There is also a red on the table, just out of view from where we're sat. And he might have snookered himself on that red. Yep, he's going up the table.
tell you what, that is a
He's
great
hit
shot.
it and
Once
he's
David
left it over
moves,
the bag.
you can see how they've ended up, and as you can see, red found its way over
Very
the bag.
tough shot.
Paul's now got a very tough shot, I would imagine, to bottom left, for the white to. I'm sure he'll hope for the white to pass up past the black for the yellow in the same pocket in the bottom left, but that is by no means easy, and obviously going for that, you're at the same time you're leaving a red over the bag, unless he's got something else up his sleeve, maybe a double in the middle. We'll just keep the camera in this just so you can see the other table. Is he going up and down? Yeah, if he goes up and down, he could leave the snooker here. Is he going to leave the snooker? Oh, can you see that? Obviously not. Still got our eyes on the main draw final as well, with Chapel going on the yellows, and with 1.5 minutes left. Can he get the extra frame at the death? Dave's now on the Blackball to take a 2-1 lead. How's the white in the middle? How's the white in the middle? Oh my goodness.
Black and white.
Looks like he's conceding. So that's a huge shot. Yeah, for that to happen with a minute to go.
Yeah, I think it's concession over on the plate. So
obviously we've got 35 seconds now for Mike to pot 2 balls. Doesn't want this to become a little bit awkward. This is going to leave himself a tough black if he just drops it in the middle. And 10 seconds remaining. And there we go. We have ended 2 apiece. Drama at the Hustle. Final night. We've had a black and off in the dying seconds for Dave Green, who would have won. But instead Paul's now won, obviously with Dave going in off. And yeah, we went off black. 2-1. We've got less than a minute left.